Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Not Even a Season, where we'll get to hear some overlooked music from some obscure pockets of the history of television. Music from shows you might have forgot you forgot. I'm Jamie Gower, and I think these themes deserve a second chance at your ear holes. Okay, that wording was weird, let's move along all the way back to the 1960s with the slightly jazzy orchestral theme to The Suspect. Here's an excerpt. Entertainment today is dominated by superheroes and werewolf romance murder mysteries. But 60 years ago, in the 1960s, it was all spies. With the success of the James Bond movies, everybody was trying to cash in on that James Bond formula. A suave and deadly spy, beautiful women, larger-than-life villains, and exotic locations. Then, The Suspect tried something a little different. Here's the series setup. Returning to his top-secret spy agency's headquarters after another successful mission, suave and deadly United States spy Steve Cooper accidentally insults his boss's secretary Midge during what should have been their usual standard repartee. She storms out of the building in a huff. Cooper follows her, to apologize maybe, but just as they get outside, the entire building behind them is filled with a strange, unknown nerve gas that puts everyone inside into a coma. Cooper and Midge end up the only members of the agency not affected. Now, they must look for a cure for their colleagues while evading the shadowy organization that crippled their agency and avoiding arrest themselves as the chief suspects in the attack. The show followed Cooper and Midge as they looked for clues in the most exotic locales that could be faked on a studio backlot. Then, The Suspect was preempted in early December for the holiday special 16 Squirrels Save Santa, and it never came back. The network blamed disappointing ratings, but the numbers were actually pretty good, so why was it dumped? Well, a big cliffhanger was planned for this series. The mastermind villain behind the whole thing, the evil genius that brought a spy agency to its knees in a single stroke, was going to be revealed to be none other than unassuming, seemingly sweet Midge herself. It could be that this powerful female role was more than a little threatening to the network execs of the day. And that's too bad. It would have been a great reveal, and I, for one, would have liked to have seen a villain named Midge. The show's theme features both a hero line for Cooper in the horns as well as a voice for Midge in the flute that literally ends on an ominous note, hinting at her true identity. So here's the theme to 1964's The Suspect. Hey, thanks for joining me today on Not Even a Season. We're sponsored by Probable Cloud Computing, bringing the untapped power of quantum computing to you today. And they're not just our sponsor. Our whole operation is hosted on their servers. Fast, reliable, maybe even infinite. It's more than possible. It's probable. Again, thanks for listening. Join me next week when we take to the skies with Blimp Cops.
Not Even a Season is a Required Field Productions production, written, composed, and produced by Jamie Gower. Drums and percussion on Theme from The Suspect by Pete Harris. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons living or dead or actual events is purely coincidental.